Welcome to this explainer. All right, we are jumping straight into a massive regulatory shift from SEBI that is officially hitting the markets on August 3rd, 2026. Look, if you trade, especially if you're dealing with intraday or futures and options, this is going to completely rewrite the rules for how your trades are executed at the end of the day. The very way market timings and the closing price are calculated is shifting. So pay close attention, because we're going to decode exactly how you need to navigate this. But before we get into the nuts and bolts of the new rules, let me ask you something. Have you ever just watched the ticker right as the bell rings and noticed that the final last traded price flashing on your screen almost never matches the official closing price they post later? Ever wonder why that happens? Well, today we're going to expose exactly why that discrepancy exists, and more importantly, how these new regulations are aiming to finally fix it. So to get you fully prepped, here's our roadmap. We're going to cover the closing price problem, why closing prices matter, the new CAS timeline, the impact on your trades, and finally, the crucial mistakes you absolutely need to avoid. Okay, let's start with part 1, the closing price problem, or as I like to call it, VWAP versus the whales. Let's see what forced SEBI to step in and change this fundamental market mechanism. So, under the old system, the closing price was calculated by taking the volume-weighted average price, the VWAP, of all the trades that went down in the last 30 minutes of the market, from 3 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. But there was a glaring, massive problem with this. It practically rolled out the red carpet for big players, the whales, to manipulate the market. By just dumping massive orders in those final minutes, they could artificially yank the official closing price up or down in their favor. It was a huge vulnerability, and it had to go. To fix this, SEBI issued a circular in January 2026, bringing in something called the Call Auction Session, or CAS. Now, to be clear, this isn't some brand new experimental idea they just cooked up. CAS is a heavily trusted mechanism used all over the globe by the world's biggest exchanges. We're talking the New York Stock Exchange, London, Hong Kong, specifically to determine fair closing prices. SEBI is bringing this exact system to our markets to level the playing field, starting phase 1 in August 2026, mainly for F&O stocks. Which brings us to part 2, why closing prices matter and the ripple effect. Before we look at the pure mechanics of CAS, we really have to grasp why this one single price is so incredibly important. You see, the closing price isn't just some random number on a screen. It's literally the first domino in a massive chain reaction across the entire financial ecosystem. It dictates the calculation of major market indices. It directly derives the net asset values, the NAVs, for your mutual funds and ETFs. And critically, it dictates the final settlement prices for F&O contracts. If that single closing price is rigged, the entire market feels the shockwave. Right, let's dive into the core of this update. Part 3, the new CAS timeline. Here is your minute-by-minute breakdown. Let's walk through exactly what the final minutes of your trading day will look like now. Between 3 o'clock and 3:15 p.m., normal trades are going to be used by the exchange to calculate a reference price. Then, from 3:15 to 3:20 p.m., hard pause, literally no orders allowed. From 3:20 to 3:25 p.m., you can place market or limit orders again. But after 3:25 p.m., no more market orders, just limit orders. Plus, the market will randomly close at any second between 3:28 and 3:30 p.m. Finally, from 3:30 to 3:35 p.m., the exchange locks it down, no new orders at all, because they are busy matching everything up. This timeline is brilliantly structured because it completely isolates order placement from price matching. It totally neutralizes the ability of whales to hijack the price at the final second. Now here's a crazy detail about that 3:20 to 3:25 p.m. order placement window. Any new order you place must strictly fall within a 3% band of that reference price they calculated earlier. So if the reference price is 1,000 rupees, you are locked in a tight little corridor between 970 and 1,030 rupees. Try to place an order outside of that, bam, auto-rejected by the system. And all of this brings us to the ultimate goal of the new timeline, the equilibrium price. During that final 5-minute window from 3:30 to 3:35 p.m., the exchange's algorithms go into overdrive. They're matching all the existing orders to find one specific sweet spot. It's looking for the exact price where the absolute maximum number of shares can successfully change hands. That specific price becomes the equilibrium price, and by default, the official manipulation-free closing price for the day. Okay, part 4, impact on your trades. Let's look at the intraday and F&O shifts. Because the big question here is, how does this actual mechanical change impact your day-to-day trading routine? Well, if you're an intraday trader dealing in CAS-eligible stocks, your trading window is literally shrinking. Because mechanics start wrapping up earlier, brokers have to adjust. For example, if you trade on platforms like Sahi, your margin intraday square-off, your MIS positions, will now automatically square off a full 10 minutes earlier. Instead of 3:20 p.m., you're looking at a 3:10 p.m. auto square-off. Keep in mind, this does vary by broker, so you absolutely need to double-check your platform's new schedule. Now for F&O traders, the story is actually the complete opposite. You're getting an extension. The F&O market is no longer going to close at 3:30 p.m. It's going to stay open until 3:40 p.m. This gives you extra time to trade, while the underlying settlement safely uses that unmanipulated CAS closing price we just talked about. And as we all know, expiry days are notoriously volatile, with tons of manipulation attempts right around the close. CAS is designed to drastically cut down on that risk. Finally, Part 5, crucial mistakes to avoid to protect your portfolio. Whenever a massive system overhaul like this happens, there's a huge chance of making simple but really costly errors. Let's lock down what you must avoid. To protect your capital, you have got to plan around these 4 critical changes. 1, forgetting your order types during CAS. 2, getting caught completely off guard by those earlier MIS auto square-off times. 3, wasting precious time placing orders outside the 3% band that are just going to get rejected anyway. And 4, trying to trade F&O expiries thinking the old VWAP logic is still dictating the settlement price. Now, I really need to zoom in on that first point because it is a massive trap. I cannot stress this enough. Stop loss and iceberg orders are strictly not allowed in the CAS window. Do not rely on your stop loss to save you at the end of the day. Because while that new closing price is being determined, your stop-loss order will be outright canceled by the system. You are literally flying without a safety net during those final minutes. So as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with this final thought. The rules of the game are definitely changing to make the markets fairer, but that fairness rips away some of the old safety nets you might be used to. Take a hard, honest look at your automated systems, your daily routines, and your open positions today. Will your current trading edge actually survive the transition to CAS in August 2026? The clock is ticking. Adapt now or get left behind.